Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video on my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Now today we're going a bit of a different route. Shoe0nHead released a new video very recently and I wanted to watch it, as I always watch her videos. Because she's always really funny and entertaining and makes good points. So I decided to take this chance to watch it with you guys. Don't know if you're gonna enjoy it or not. I know normally these VTubers react to Shoe0nHead is like basically reserved to female VTubers or female sounding VTubers. Let's not assume things here, okay? Well, let's see. Let's see where this is going. Link as always down in the description for the original video. If you enjoyed it and you enjoy her content and you want to support her, make sure you subscribe. This video is Why Do Women Hate Sydney Sweeney? It's about this whole jeans ad, I guess. I really don't know that much about it, if I'm being honest. I do know the outlines, but nah, not that deep. 30 minutes, it's gonna be a longer one, but you already saw that before clicking on this video, I'm assuming. Alright, let's get started.
So if you've been living under a rock, you probably haven't heard that Sydney Sweeney was in an American Eagle commercial.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color,
Wait, that's the ad.
and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Get it?
Oh, that's the actual ad. I've never seen the ad before. Only like people complaining about it online, but I've never seen the actual ad before. Okay, so this is when this whole fiasco, this whole debacle, this whole problem stems from.
Jeans, because she's attractive. And she is. I can see why men like her. She has a really cute face and a nice body. But personally, my favorite thing about Sydney Sweeney is that she's a Nazi. Did they mean to include a bunch of Nazi dog whistles in this? How the f did she agree to this? Actual Nazi ad.
Now, this is an interesting situation because as the personal Nazi here, aka a German citizen, I think I can judge it perfectly well. It is probably pretty much ingrained into my DNA. If someone is a Nazi or if it is Nazi propaganda or not. Must have been brought over to me by my grandparents, I guess. No, let's see and watch before we judge first, okay? Let's see where this is going.
The only way Sydney Sweeney would be okay with doing an ad like this is if she was a Nazi.
This is Nazi shit.
Oh, great. Nazi shit. We love it, don't we?
Some of you guys might be too young to remember, but back in the day when an ugly girl was jealous of a pretty girl, she would simply call her a whore. But that's a good thing now, so we have to call her racist.
Oh. Yeah, but the thing is, like, we're overusing the word racist as well. Like, the word whore doesn't have much weight anymore because it's overused. Now we're overusing the word racist. What comes next? Nazi, I guess? Then we're gonna overuse that word. Now we're stuck with, I don't know, what's the next word? Misogynist probably. Like, we're slowly over the decades running out of words, you know?
I am going to be completely honest. I have no idea what movies Sydney Sweeney is in. All I know, she is a very...
I'm going to be completely honest as well. I didn't even know that person existed until that ad. I saw people online complaining about Sydney Sweeney. I was like, who the fuck is that? I have never in my life heard of that person. I didn't even know she existed before this whole fiasco with the ad. Like, if people wouldn't have gotten outraged because of that ad, I wouldn't have even known that she existed. And this right now, I saw the ad for the first time ever. I've never even seen it on television or on the internet. If people wouldn't have made such a big deal out of it, I wouldn't even have known that this ad existed and that the person that made the ad existed as well.
very popular celebrity, and I always see discourse on Twitter about her being mid. What is wrong with you people? Who is not mid nowadays? I saw Anne Hathaway get called mid the other day. Anne Hathaway.
See, this is the it's like part of the game, I guess. As soon as you acknowledge that someone is pretty, you lose. We cannot have that. We cannot have other people attractive apart from ourselves. So we obviously have to call everyone ugly or mid, I guess. I guess that's the game plan here.
If these women are mid, I'm like a sub-zero. I'm like a -2. I am like a horseshoe crab.
Oh, come on. That's a bit rough. Come on. Nah, that's not true. That's not true.
On the bottom of the ocean. Horseshoe crabs are pretty base, though. 445 million years, no evolution. That's me. Million.
What? 400.
Pretty base, though. 445 million years, no evolution.
Well, maybe they didn't need to change themselves. They were like perfect from the get-go. 445 million years, and no need to improve yourself if you're already perfection, I guess. But nah. You're not that ugly, let's be real. Come on, guys. I'm not gonna look for the comments, but we have what? We have 10,500 comments. I'm pretty sure there are gonna be enough comments telling her she's pretty.
That's me. Millions of years on YouTube, no evolution. Sydney Sweeney has like a fun, bubbly personality. She seems like she enjoys being feminine, and it seems like she doesn't hate men, which is a big plus.
What the fuck is that?
She really plays into the like, I'm a hot blonde bombshell, I have big titties thing, which, are we back to liking titties as a society? Didn't Kim Kardashian deflate her ass recently?
I mean, it's probably uncomfortable if you're sitting on a pillow like that all the time, let's be real.
That's how I knew the ass fad was over. The fall of Kim Kardashian's ass and the rise of Sydney Sweeney.
So she's responsible for the ass community. The rise and fall of the ass community is right directly correspondent to Kim Kardashian's behind. The more you know.
Besides, ass, no, I don't objectify women. I respect
Of course
women,
not.
okay? The only thing that matters to me is a woman's mind. And thighs. What is like the male body equivalent to this debate? Abs or arms? Personally, I love a good forearm.
I don't
love
know.
a good, nice, thick, manly wrist. And you know what looks great
Really?
on a wrist? A watch. Which brings us to today's sponsor,
Oh. Okay. Okay. That's a good transition. That's a good transition. Wait, why the fuck did I mute it? I wish I had sponsors that I could implement in my videos. Not.
So let's quickly give them a shout out before we get into today's video, shall we?
Okay, yeah, good. That was good.
Holzkern is a young Austrian company that creates unique watches, jewelry.
Ooh.
Holzkern is a young Austrian company.
Holzkern. Ooh, we have a German name. Ooh, now I approve of the watch even more. I don't know what's gonna cost, but if it has a German name to it, okay, it's probably quality.
That creates unique watches, jewelry, and accessories using all natural materials like wood and stone. Their high-quality timepieces
That makes sense because Holz means wood, by the way.
come in various designs for both men and women, making them the perfect choice for any style or occasion.
That's kind
all of
honestly.
Holzkern's products are manufactured in small quantities to ensure responsible and ethical.
Honestly, they look kind of cool. I'm just not a fan of analog clocks, you know? They like this one here. Well, wait, this one. They look really cool, especially this one, but if I look at my watch, I want to know what time it is right now. I don't want to think in my brain, wait, it's this and there. Okay, it's 7:45. I'm not a fan of that. That's why I always wear digital watches. But they do look cool. They do look cool.
production while making sure each item is built to last. I personally love the kaleidoscope watch with the little flower design on the pearl dial. I think it is so beautiful and so cute. I'm obsessed with it. The glass is made of sapphire crystal, making it scratch resistant, while the strap is crafted from koa wood, and it's water resistant as well. There's also
Yeah, with the hair color and the glasses and the lipstick, I swear she looks like the woman who sold me my glasses. Just hotter.
the Moonrise watch, which is made from genuine white marble and stainless steel. It shows the weekday, date, and even the current moon phase, which is really cool. I think all their products make very beautiful gifts, and since they're all made from natural materials, they're all very unique. All their items come with a 2-year warranty, and ordering online is super easy with free worldwide shipping within 5 to 9 business days. And if you're in the US, don't worry, Shoe0nHead handles the custom feeds for you, so no unexpected drama there. Just click my link in the description below and use my special discount code SHOE to get 15% off your order. Plus, if you additionally sign up for their free premium club membership, you'll get access to exclusive products, special discounts, and early pre-sales. But if you only want to check things out for now, no pressure, you can just sign up, come back later, and you'll still get a special discount on your first purchase. So if you're looking for a unique gift or just want to treat yourself to a nice watch, I highly suggest checking out Shoe0nHead. Big thank you to Shoe0nHead for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to it. My jeans are brown. Sounds like I shit my pants.
The woke outrage over Sydney Sweeney's ad has gone from, well, bad to worse.
What?
Woke outrage over Sydney Sweeney's ad has gone.
Wait, say that again.
Sounds like I shit my pants.
Let's listen closely.
Outrage over Sydney Sweeney's ad has gone.
Oh, okay. I'm not making this. I legit thought she said ass. Like,
sounds like I shit my pants.
The woke outrage over Sydney Sweeney's ad has gone from, well, bad to worse.
Some people have taken issue with the phrase great genes being used over images of a blonde, blue-eyed woman.
If Sydney Sweeney is a registered Republican, I think her ad is fantastic. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
TikTok.
Bro, Trump is so fucking funny, honestly. Bro, I fucking love Trump. He's so hilarious. I mean, I'm glad he's not my president. I think, I don't know. But he's just a walking meme factory. It's insane. Say what you want about the man. It never stops being it never becomes boring with Trump. In the good way and in the bad way. But yo.
Twitter absolutely blew up with thousands and thousands of people calling this ad fascist propaganda. Yes, they literally took the jeans and jeans pun to be some kind of Nazi dog whistle because Sydney Sweeney is an attractive blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman, which apparently has been an extinct species for so long in advertisement that when people saw this, they got scared and thought they saw the ghost of Hitler. Is Sydney Sweeney a Nazi? No. But do these people kind of have a point about this ad?
No.
Also no, they are unwell. But let's hear them out. Let's watch some of these TikToks. Let's listen to them. Listen to their points. We're not going to be mean. We're not going to own the libs, okay? We're going to hear them out.
You guys are complaining about that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it.
That's Nazi propaganda.
Holy 2014 Tumblr. What the f?
Wait. Let's see. Bro.
Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it.
That's Nazi propaganda.
Oh.
Listen, as the expert Nazi here, I don't think it's that bad.
The 2014 Tumblr. What the f? Out here looking like she walked straight out of a Stone Toss comic. Looking like you're going on the thumbnail of this video. Listen, if your bangs end in the middle of your forehead, You don't have to tell me.
You've
your
made it
political opinions.
online if you made it
I
on
know them.
thumbnail
I
of
can
the
tell.
Shoe0nHead
Okay,
video.
sorry.
You know?
I got it out of my system. Let's continue.
I will be the friend that's too woke because there's
Why do they all have the fucking extension cord going through their nose? Like, why the fucking nose ring? Is that like a fetish or something? Like, I've never in my life have I thought to myself, you know, oh, you know what? This woman is attractive. You know what make her look even more attractive? If we put a fucking ring through her nose and made her look like an animal used for breeding. Like, why? Also, how are you going to blow your nose? It must feel fucking awkward, right? I don't know. If you find it attractive, good for you. But for me, it's like, why? Like, why? Same thing with people that put like piercings on their nose. It looks painful as hell and just, no.
Sorry, I got it out of my system. Let's continue.
I will be the friend that's too woke because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird.
Hit us.
Like fascist weird. Like Nazi propaganda weird.
So,
like, have these people actually received the education in school about what actual Nazi propaganda was? Like, don't kaufe nicht beim Juden, aka don't buy from the Jews and stuff like that. Maybe you should receive that, because that doesn't really. It's an ad for jeans, bro. It's not an ad for, I don't fucking know, a sperm bank or something. How is that Nazi propaganda?
this commercial was apparently a reference to an old Brooke Shields commercial from the 80s.
The secret of life lies hidden in a genetic code. Genes are fundamental in determining the characteristics of an individual and passing on these characteristics to succeeding.
What the fuck? What kind of ad is that, bro? What? What? You can literally hear her struggling while she's doing it, while just putting it on. What kind of ad is that? What?
Generations. This may result in the origin of an entirely new species, which brings
I
us
have no
to
idea
count
what she's saying, bro.
and the survival of the fittest.
Oh. 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 Well, as the resident Nazi here in this video, I will give this 50% because we got 50% of the swastika there. If it was intentional, damn. If it was on accident, honestly, that's kind of funny. If that happened on accident. But what kind of pose is that? Who in their right mind would pose like that? But yeah, I give it a 5 out of 10 on the Nazi scale for 50% of a swastika.
Calvin Klein jeans.
Oh my god, she turns into a swastika. She was like 14 in that
See?
ad, by the way. Really
just me.
creepy. So at least Sydney
Wait,
Sweeney
what?
swastika. She was like 14 in that ad, by the way.
Huh? 14.
Code. Genes are fundamental in determining the characters.
Oh hell no, nah. Nah. Bro, she got undressed on camera. As a 14-year-old. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, no comment. No, I don't even want to go
Oh
there.
my god, she turns into a swastika. She was like 14 in that ad, by the way.
That is
really
fucking
creepy.
wild.
So at least Sydney Sweeney is of legal age. 14 is actually pretty old for Brooke Shields if you know her history and her...
Is that the only improvement we can talk about? At least this time she's legal.
Is of legal age. 14 is actually pretty old for Brooke Shields if you know her history and her lore. If anything, that is the most up thing about this Sydney Sweeney ad, referencing an old ad of a child star who was abused by Hollywood. But yeah, it was a callback to an old commercial. And Sydney Sweeney is the current day hot celebrity, so...
Quick question. Out of all the people that watched this ad, the new one, percentage-wise, how many people knew that it was based on an old ad? Probably like what, 0.5%? I don't think anyone actually really remembered that. Who knows, the core audience might be dead at this point. I don't know. I had no idea. Again, I am not really that deep into this whole topic. But
they chose to do it with her. They unfortunately failed to consider the fact that in current year, white people are not allowed to say that they have good genes because that is Nazi propaganda.
A blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white...
Okay, before you finish your sentence, let's keep in mind you are also blue-eyed and you are also a white woman. With the extension cord here in the front. Let's see.
Woman is talking about her good genes. Like... that is Nazi propaganda.
No, it is not. Do you even know what Nazi propaganda is? Like, you can tell these people grew up in the US and not in Germany. Like, how is that Nazi propaganda? To be proud that you have good genes. That is... like, what? Is she supposed to be sad? That she's pretty? That she's attractive? That she has a nice to look at hair color? Like, is she supposed to cut off her hair now and curse herself? What?
You don't get to drop lines about inherited traits, blue eyes, and great genes while zooming in on somebody that could have walked straight off of a Nazi propaganda poster.
A white, blonde, blue-eyed, wet dream talking about how much she loves her genetics.
Why do all the women in these videos look so fucking miserable? And it's always the same 1 out of 3 angles that they are recording themselves at. Why are you so triggered by this? Isn't a normal reaction if you see something you don't like to just move on or look away?
It's not just giving eugenics, it's giving male fantasy.
I like how you...
Oh my god. The whole fucking it's giving. Oh yeah, here we go. I hate it so much, bro. What is that even supposed to mean? It's giving. Bro. If only you stopped giving a fuck about shit like this, we could avoid it. Completely. Like, who goes in their right mind and sees this ad online or the telly or wherever it is being sent out and goes, oh my god, I hated this ad so much that I'm gonna get my phone out, that I'm gonna record myself, make a cringy ass TikTok video that no one is gonna watch or care about, and rant about how much I hate this ad and how it is ruining my day. Like, bro, I swear to God, we could reduce social media posts by like 60% if everyone, before they started posting something, just asked themselves, if I post this online, is anyone actually gonna give a fuck? Is anyone actually gonna care about what I have to say? Because if the answer is no, then maybe I shouldn't just post. I just shouldn't post it. But I guess that is too easy. That is too much to ask.
Being attractive to men are like equally terrible things to these people.
Sydney Sweeney's jeans ad is giving ethnic state propaganda. It is giving dystopian.
Oh my god, it is giving. It is giving. Bro. if you would stop giving into your urges of being triggered by everything, we wouldn't have this problem.
It is giving 1940s Germany.
Why do they all speak the same? Why?
Also, it is giving 1940s Germany. Bitch, you do not know what 1940s Germany was. Even I don't know what 1940s Germany was like. I can imagine, as a German, growing up in Germany, learning plenty about German history, also having visited concentration camps before in school, I can kinda imagine. But even then, it is only probably like a tiny portion, a tiny percentage of what it actually was. You, on the other hand, know jack shit. Okay?
Propaganda. It is giving dystopian. It is giving 1940s Germany.
Why do they all speak the same? Why do they all do the same shit? They all say the same shit. It's giving.
Yeah.
It's giving.
But a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, fair-skinned woman.
Why is she speaking into a flashlight? Can you not pop your microphone so much, please?
In an ad and say she has good genes. I don't know if I can say this, but it's literally giving Nazi propaganda.
It's
good lord, this video is gonna be long. I am sorry, my friends, but you knew what you were into when you clicked on this video.
giving. Also, the flesh-colored microphone? Why? It's giving dick, okay? It's giving penis. It's giving cock.
I can't believe I actually have to explain this, but there is a reason that they picked a girl named Sydney Sweeney for this ad, and it's not just her blonde hair and her blue eyes.
Let's go.
Sydney Sweeney is laying with her German Shepherd dog in.
We're closing in on the full jackpot here. We got blonde eyes, white skin. Did I just say blonde eyes? Motherfucker. Blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin, and a German Shepherd. I mean, that's basically Eva Braun 2.0, you know? Eva Braun 2.0. Essentially, right? Like, how dare she have a German Shepherd?
In a shoe. Her name is Sydney Sweeney, so her initials are SS. They intentionally...
Bruh. This is like in the early 2010s when we had this fucking Illuminati meme going around on social media or YouTube, where whenever there was something like a triangle that could be inserted somewhere, people would put it in there and get like this music in there, the whole fucking Illuminati confirmed. But that was a meme. That was a joke. An unfunny, dumb joke. That even back then people didn't find that funny, but did it anyways. Because it was kind of fun annoying people with it. That's the kind of level we're talking here. She has blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin, a German Shepherd, and her initials are SS.
Included her German Shepherd dog in the photo shoot.
Oh my god. Take your meds. Meds. Her name is Sydney Sweeney. Her initials are SS, like the Nazis. The dog is a German Shepherd. German, like the Nazis. Are they putting crack in birth control nowadays? What is going on? She is a hot woman. She is a hot woman because of the way she looks. She looks the way she looks because of genetics. She has great genes.
Also, she probably has a decent diet, let's be real. Which, again, might be also part of the reason why some of these women hate her. Because she doesn't eat the whole McDonald's menu. I say this knowing fully well I just finished my entire pizza 30 minutes ago. But then again, I'm not a blonde-haired woman.
That is how a normal person sees it. She's blonde and has blue eyes and her initials are SS and she has a German Shepherd. Is how a schizophrenic, politically brain-rotted person sees it.
Hi, thanks for calling American Eagle.
Oh no. Oh no. Like, I'm looking at this on my second monitor. the bigger one, the bigger picture, just to make sure I'm not seeing something wrong. But yeah, look at the eyes. She already got the I need to talk to your manager eyes. At the people US. Okay, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be fun.
This is Jess. How can I help today?
Hi, I am a marketing student and was wondering if I could speak to someone who could maybe give me some insight as to what estimated return on investment there has to be willing to use white supremacy and eugenics as your marketing campaign.
What?
On a marketing campaign?
Harassing some poor worker. Doesn't even fucking speak English. Has all to do with the commercial. These people are sick.
Yes, I recently saw American Eagle's eugenics marketing.
Oh my lord. Oh. So, let's recap here real quick. She called the company who made the ad to complain, I guess, that she didn't like the ad, and she wanted to speak with someone from the marketing department about what their plan was with this ad. Bruh. Girl, who the fuck is you? Who are you? To just call and demand someone from the what? Bro, she already looks like she's gonna bite someone's ear off if they don't say what she wants to hear. Like, what? Excuse me,
Campaign
what?
where they used that white blonde girl and talked about how good her genes were in a time where racism is rampant in the U.S.
I see.
Oh, here we go. Here we go again. The standard of white women being offended by racism. Cool.
Thank you for taking time to share your feedback.
Why are you bothering this random ass Filipino woman with your West Wing ass
This
TED
poor
talk?
woman,
Nobody gives a
Okay, so there's no way to, as a student, I can't learn.
Can you please define what you mean by student? Because I genuinely thought in the beginning she was like late 30s, early 40s. Student. What?
Learn about when eugenics makes sense in marketing. No one on the marketing team can talk to me about
Bitch, again, who are you?
that.
I miss like 50 years ago when these people would just be serial killers instead of doing whatever the fuck this is. She's even got other celebrities seething.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring.
Who the fuck is that? Oh wait, it says it right here. Wait, that's Doja Cat. I guess I'm living under my German rock because I had no idea who the fuck that is.
Often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color.
What is she doing?
My genes are blue.
Haha, she did a dumb redneck voice, get it? Because all white people are dumb inbred hicks. Good one, Doja. Hey, by the way, why are you pandering to the same exact people who got your ass canceled for wearing a Sam Hyde shirt once? They all think you're racist too, girl, but nice try. Hope they see this.
Doja Cat is making fun of Sydney Sweeney's ad only because she realized after all those years of her kissing up to white supremacists, they're never going to accept her because she's a half-black woman. Wearing the Sam Hyde shirt, you dating all these white supremacists. So make fun of the ad all you want, but we'll never forget you rolling around in those chat rooms showing white supremacists your feet so they can make fun of your black ass.
Oh, they did see it, and they still hate you.
Weird adverts aside about how the best genes are characterized in a conventionally attractive white, blonde, blue-eyed woman. Not true. I mean, look at me. Within 5 years, or as soon as she shows any sign of aging, that's it. The moment she becomes visibly over 25.
Enjoy the ride now, babe, before you get too old and ugly and hit the wall.
What point is he trying to make? That she's pretty, yeah, that she's pretty now, but she's gonna become ugly? Okay. Cool. Thanks. What?
but wokely. This is just something I've noticed in the decade of criticizing feminism on the internet. Male feminists are the most misogynistic, sexist freaks ever when they finally have an acceptable, approved target to go after. God forbid you are.
I'm going to be dead honest, there is not a single man out there that calls themselves a feminist and actually is one. Because men don't really give a fuck about feminism because it doesn't profit us. But the ones who so adamantly insist that they love feminism, either they're just, I don't know, mentally deranged or something, or they just want to get laid easier and think that is the way to go. It's not. It's not. Listen, if it was the way to get laid the easiest, don't you think other men would do it as well? Come on.
Are a woman with the incorrect opinion, because hell hath no fury like a male feminist replying to you.
A strawberry blonde, blue-eyed woman.
Wait, what is strawberry blonde? Huh? What the fuck is strawberry? Strawberries aren't blonde. What?
Marketing having great genes. This is just a whole fucking eugenics campaign, and I, for one, would like to throw myself off a balcony.
Do it, bro. Do it, bro. Look at this guy talking about potential Nazi propaganda while wearing Adidas, a German company that produces clothing. Cool.
For one, would like to throw myself off a balcony.
Do it. Do a backflip. Live stream it. Also, these people just straight up don't know what the eugenics movement is.
Do it on Kick because they don't give a shit about anything there anyway.
Talking about genetics is not eugenics. Sydney Sweeney did not say she had the best genes or superior genes or that other people had bad inferior genes. Someone even made it like a fake ad, like Beyonce has better genes, and it's like, why'd you pick the picture where she has like a blonde wig on?
This campaign is poking at women's greatest and most tender insecurity under the patriarchy, which is desirability in the beauty standard. It affects not only non-white women, even though this is clearly white supremacist, Aryan race prop.
So because you're insecure about your looks, they cannot make ads with pretty women in it. Because it's gonna make you feel bad about yourself. Okay, schizo, okay. Get a life.
Propaganda, but it also adversely affects the majority of white women who do not naturally have blonde hair and blue eyes. Because yes, even the women who can achieve this look.
Bro, what kind of argument are you making here, bro? I don't have blonde hair. I don't have blue eyes. Am I gonna beat myself up because I wasn't born with it? Actually, I was born with that is actually the funny part. I was born with blonde hair, and then it became brown. It was like, okay, you've had enough of the German experience. Now you're back to brown, like all your ancestors. So it just, to summarize, it just stems from your insecurities. You don't like seeing women that are prettier than you on the internet. Is that it? Imagine if we guys were like that. We only want to see pictures of guys who are fatter than us, who have no beard and are bald. What?
Have to do it through artificial means in one way or another. The vast majority of white women are not naturally blonde. And of course, lots of white women are also insecure about having brown eyes. So that's a whole generation of young white women who are being further propagandized to purchase blonde hair dye and contacts for the rest of all time.
Oh, so that was the reason behind it. Okay, so it's a conspiracy so that we sell more wigs and more hair dye and more makeup. So that was the whole point. It wasn't to promote jeans with a silly little pun. It was so that the makeup industry profits from it. Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you for educating my dumbass on this.
Okay, What? Are attractive women just not allowed to model anymore because, like, God forbid it makes some other women insecure? And as someone with brown eyes...
Apparently.
I've never once felt insecure about having brown eyes. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into hyperborea, but I've seen myself photoshopped with blue eyes. Horrifying. So we've gone from Nazi propaganda to genocide to racism to now poor little girls are gonna feel insecure because they don't have blue eyes like Sydney Sweeney.
Another thing about the Sydney Sweeney beauty standard that is very important to note is that big boobs are a hallmark of what conservative men are.
Just shut the fuck up, bro. Please. Like, what point are you even trying to make? So we should only use ugly women to put on ads from now on. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe then the women will stop being so insecure about themselves. We'll just actively scout for the ugliest women on the streets we can find. And then we're gonna put them on our ads. Because that is the way to go, right? Bro, your insecurities aren't our fucking problem. What?
Attracted to. At the end of the early 2000s and through the 2010s, we were becoming a more progressive society, and so we also naturally progressed to be a more ass-centric society.
In the 2000s, we were becoming more progressive, so we started objectifying women's butts.
That's so much better.
The communist utopia will be ass-centric, apparently. I didn't know...
Okay, that was
the ass for thing was political. How does she know conservatives are all boob men? Conservatives in the audience, are you a boobs or butt guy? What political affiliation?
Oh no,
are
you opened the forbidden door here.
Libertarians?
Bro, I would love to drink a
Listen, they can try to disguise it with their little intersectionality buzzwords all they want, but at the end of the day, women just want a socially acceptable reason to hate other women. That's it.
Ooh.
Good genes?
Oh no. Oi, 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 oi. We're in for something here, guys. We're in for something. Stick with me, okay? So I don't have to do it alone.
Pass on to offspring? That American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is literally overt eugenics. I know you don't want to hear this, but if you want to talk about how that ad is promoting eugenics, which it absolutely is, we also have to talk about how choosing not to wear a mask when you can during an ongoing pandemic, because you're okay with a certain subset of people, primarily disabled people of color, dying for your own comfort, is also eugenics.
1 second. "2025. We are talking about wearing masks for COVID in 2025. I like how she's woke scolding the other woke scolds for not woke scolding about her particular pet issue. COVID broke the brains of so many of these people, man. It's because it's...
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is a great point you're making there. Not just from the left. Wait, let me pour my Coke. Not just from the left, but from the other side as well. Like, COVID really changed things up, and not particularly in a good way. Yeah. Can you imagine this happened 5 years ago, half a decade? And things haven't really progressed much further in a good way since, haha.
When the world was just a giant safe HR longhouse where it was socially acceptable for them to be moral busybodies and never leave their home. It was like the closest to their lib shit utopia that we have ever gotten, and they miss it.
I remember growing up in a predominantly white community, wishing myself out of this body, out of this culture.
Oh God,
take my name. If it meant that I could wake up blonde-haired and blue-eyed, never having to explain who I am or worry about being accepted. That is why this American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is especially off-putting.
Listen, I'm sorry that happened to
No. It is especially off-putting for you. But we don't care about you. We don't care about your opinion. We're trying to sell jeans. Shit that you wear on your body so you're not fucking naked. Which you basically are in this video.
That is why this American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is especially off-putting.
Listen, I'm sorry that happened to you, but we live in a predominantly white country.
Bro, I grew up as a fat fucking fuck. Okay? You think I didn't want to weigh less and have like an average body like everyone else? Like what are we by your logic, they shouldn't be making ads with fit guys because I used to be fat and I had like insecurities behind it. Like, bro, what? Again, your insecurities don't really fucking matter. No one really cares. Because, again, no one really cares about my insecurities as well. It's like, you don't like it? Great. Move on. Freedom of speech, bro. Like, what is that hands gesture? She looks like she's trying to strangle someone. Because she is blonde with blue eyes.
Is especially off-putting.
The blue eyes blonde dragon here.
Listen, I'm sorry that happened to you, but we live in a predominantly white country. If you go to another country, there will be a different beauty standard. If you go to the country of your ancestors, there will be a different beauty standard, and maybe it will look more like you. But again, she didn't say her genes were better or the best, and it's not like all the hot popular celebrities look like Sydney Sweeney. Look
you know what?
Anna de Armas.
I'm
look
great.
at
I'm happy they make this.
They don't look anything like Sydney Sweeney, and they are known as very beautiful around Hollywood. This is why corporations and the media think in order to pander to the female gaze, everything has to be like average and frumpy and ugly, because women can't stop fucking projecting their insecurities. Not every character in a movie or a video game has to look like you. Not everyone in an ad has to look like you.
Here we go. Yeah. Like the trend with video games in the past couple of years where we cannot have the female protagonist be attractive. She has to look super average. Bitch, what? You expect me to buy a $60, $70, $80 game with a female protagonist in it, and only a female protagonist, and that female protagonist is ugly? What? I think I'm going to spend $80 to look at someone ugly? That's like a worse deal than subscribing to someone's OnlyFans. Like, what? Come on, bro.
The only time I see people who look like me is when I turn on the live-action Grinch movie. You notice men...
I like the humility, but let's be real. She's really pretty. Let's be real. But it's good to be self-humbling.
They usually go like, "Wow, that man is strong. I don't look like that. I'm gonna go to the gym."
There you go. There you go. Guess where I came from like 2 hours ago. Exactly. It was arm day. Again, as usual. Because training legs hurts.
And women are like, "Wow, that woman is thin. I don't look like that. I'm gonna go complain."
What to make Sydney Sweeney's jeans better? Like, why did you get that joke? All us woke people are saying is that it's just a little bit weird to directly reference European jeans as better.
Again, she never said that her jeans were better. You are making shit up.
Now, when you think
if you think about it, it's kind of hilarious, because who were the people that colonized the US? It was all Europeans. Like, you all originated from Europeans. Maybe they weren't so completely wrong.
The all-American girl, like the standard of like American beauty, you probably think blonde hair, blue eyes, white girl, right? You're not supposed to think that way.
You're not supposed to think that way, guys.
Says who?
That's double plus ungood.
That's ingrained.
Bro, she has the jawline that I secretly wish I had. She's got that Giga Chat chin. And the fish lips.
In you because of negative things that have been...
Like, look at it. That is such a fucking chiseled jawline. Like, compare that to me. Bro, she looks like more like a man than I do. With my tiny ass chin here. Like, that legit. I would like to have a jawline like that. That is pretty badass. for a guy at least.
You by society.
When you think about the all-American woman, you should be thinking about an obese, transgender, disabled woman or something. What would be an acceptable vision of the American woman for this person?
Well, someone like the new Snow White, right? The brown Snow White. That's the ideal American woman, I guess.
It's insane she's saying that we think Sydney Sweeney is hot because of negative things that have been pushed on us by society. No, bitch, we have eyes. And just because she is attractive does not mean you are also not attractive. Look at your full lips. That is a standard of beauty I'll never live up to, but that's okay, because I have other things that are beautiful and unique about me, just like you have other things that are beautiful and unique about you, regardless if Sydney Sweeney is held up as the American beauty standard. These are lessons your mother should have taught you, not a YouTuber. Sydney Sweeney's ad shows a cultural shift towards whiteness. Advertisements are always mirrors of society, and sometimes what they were—
Wait, Sydney Sweeney's ad shows an unbridled cultural shift towards whiteness. You know, I kinda wonder if they would have chosen an Asian woman, like full-on 100% spot-on Asian stereotype, and would have made the ad with her. Would they also have been triggered like that? Probably. They probably would have thrown in the fucking anime girl accusations. Yeah, as long as the model is not black, it's racism, right?
Reflect is ugly and startling. Boo! A white woman. Oh, the fucking author is white. I hate these people, man. Shut up. Shut up. It's one thing when it's like a non-white person talking about white people suck. It's like, okay, you're just racist. Triggered. But when it's a white person talking about white people suck, you need to be ground up into a pulp and fed to livestock. You would honestly be more useful that way. Ads are always—
It's like the people that say they hate their country but refuse to leave it. Or the people that say country XYZ is so much better than my country but refuse to go there.
Mirrors of society, and sometimes what they reflect is ugly and startling. Popular American culture is, indisputably, becoming more puritanical and more conservative. Puritanical? The focus of the ad was her tits and ass! This is not at all a conservative, puritanical ad. Have you seen what the puritanical right thinks of Sydney Sweeney? They think she's a whore, okay? They think she's a whore. The backlash has been—
Wait, I thought horse shaming is bad and unacceptable in this day and age. I thought being a whore is empowering now. All of a sudden, if they are the ones throwing in the insult, it's real shit.
Swift and fierce, and some of it, at least if you ask me, is fair. The internet has been quick to condemn the advertisement as non-inclusive at best. Non-inclusive? Why the fuck does everything have to be inclusive?
Yeah.
It's a commercial with one fucking person in it. Sweeney
I don't know, would it have been better for you if her dog was black? Or if her girlfriend was Asian? Like, what?
Is a source of vintage sexiness that caters to the male gaze. She embodies the near mythological girl next door beautiful but low maintenance sexy femininity that dominated the media in the 1990s and early 2000s. Oh wow, that sounds great. You're telling me that's fascism? Waiter, more fascism please. What the f? It's just so funny, like, the left is currently losing their mind about how, like, they need to get young men to vote for Democrats again, and here they are, like, blondes with big are fascism. Listen, the alt-right pipeline does not start with the American Eagle ad. It starts with you. What are you doing? This is not at all a conservative far-right ad. It's just a normal ad that would have ran like 15 years ago. But I guess that's what being far-right is nowadays. Being normal from 15 years ago. I love this random part of the article though. Young women are being radicalized through so-called clean skincare and healthy eating. So fascism is hot people eating healthy and having clean skin.
There you go. That's the message of the video. Why are you so jealous of other people and bothered by them and how they look? Like, don't you think it's a lot easier to just change yourself other than the entire society?
Goebbels himself could not make better propaganda. Literally, as I am editing this video, the New York Times comes out with his opinion piece,
by the way.
Why the right is obsessed with thinness. I would really, really appreciate it.
So what? The left is obsessed with fat bitches. Is that what you're saying? You can take them. You can take them all. No one's gonna complain.
People stopped equating health and beauty.
The thing is, all those leftists, they're also not interested in fat guys. Let's be real. Let's be completely honest. They're not interested in fat guys either. Let's be real. Like prime obesity me would have had zero chance with them. Let's be real.
To fascism, because if health and beauty are fascism, what is unhealthiness and ugliness? Unfortunately, a big part of socially progressive ideology is dismantling hierarchies and norms and challenging what society sees as conventional, traditional, and beautiful. A really good example of this was those statues that were put up like all over different cities of like a frumpy woman in leggings. And the artist says like the purpose of these was to like challenge conventional beauty standards. And it's like, imagine looking like one of these women and then hearing like, oh yeah, this was put up to challenge beauty. Like, what do you mean by that? Remember the whole body positivity movement like 10 years ago? Remember like all the fat influencers? Remember when every single ad was like this ad, for example? Calvin Klein's latest underwear campaign is breaking big boundaries.
That picture and that title is a bit wild.
Big boundaries. Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean by that? While fashion is starting to seriously consider creating a more inclusive environment for consumers, there is still a huge mountain to...
No. That term plus huge mountain, and then you have that. Oh, bro, she's got 2 rings in her nose. One wasn't enough. I swear it looks like there's something coming out of her nose going up here. Like some fucking worm or something. What? Big mountain. Bro, that is...
climb before it is truly considered diverse. Huge mountain? No, that's just mean. And that's why Calvin Klein, probably the most famous name associated with underwear, just launched a groundbreaking campaign. Groundbreaking? Oh! Come on now. The campaign is all about feeling free to express yourself, being uninhibited, and being provocative by challenging the norms we...
So the norm is, I guess, having average weight and not being overweight? And you're challenging the norm by becoming overweight. Cool.
See on a regular basis. See? Challenging norms. It's all about challenging norms. This reminds me of that protein world controversy from 2015. Old heads will remember. I wrote an article about it for the Libertarian Republic. Wow, that was a long time ago. But anyway, a billboard with this ad for a protein powder supplement was put up and people lost their fucking minds. They vandalized it. They threatened to get a bunch of the employees.
At Protein World, see also the history of feminism. Oh my fucking god, Lawrence, shut the fuck up. You're not gonna get laid by this. Lap it up. You'll all be unemployed and unemployable in a few months' time. And it got a whole 7 favorites. Bro, that's 7 more than you deserve. Lawrence Wakefield. Bro, your haircut looks more like Hitler than mine.
Employees fired. They threatened to go where the company was located with hammers, all because they committed the great crime of body shaming by daring to have a thin, attractive woman on their ad. This ad made other companies come out with their own like little virtue signaling things like passive aggressive, like everybody is ready. Like every fashion magazine, every beauty magazine was pumping this out the time. Just fat, 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 fat. The rise of like Tess Holiday and the hashtag F your beauty standards.
What is that? And at the same time, we have here the male model and the nerd. Oh, of course, we can still talk shit about men, but this is a beautiful woman. Bro, oh my god, I just noticed. She has a fucking Miss Piggy tattoo. She literally tattooed her inspiration on her body. What?
Oh my god. You could not escape this. Also, suspiciously, body positivity only seemed to mean obese women.
Fat women.
But yes, everywhere you looked, it was like fat, 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 and everyone was like, yes, queen. Well, now we live in Ozempic world, and the fat acceptance movement seems to have died. Like many of the fat influencers, unfortunately. And these same types of people are like crashing out about the Sydney Sweeney ad because they really do feel like all the work they have done to like socially engineer people's behavior and preferences has been just like destroyed overnight. Who would win? Decades of propaganda? One big booby girl. I wrote in the old article, I can't say I'm too surprised at the backlash towards this model's body. We are living in a world where instead of striving to better ourselves and live a healthy lifestyle, praising obesity and unattractiveness is becoming the norm. Well, Shoe0nHead from 10 years ago, you will be happy to hear that it seems like it's no longer the norm. Because apparently not just American Eagle, but like Dunkin' Donuts and Arby's are using hot people in their ads again. Is the culture truly healing, or are we about to go into a deep financial recession? Questions we should be asking. Angry Reddit freaks also doxed Sydney, looking through her voting record.
This is the fucking worst. People like that. Like, put the people in prison. Life sentence. Like, there's nothing that justifies that. She was in... Let that sink in, bro. She got doxed because she was in an ad that this particular individual did not like. That is fucking insane. You are delusional. Like, what comes next? Someone's gonna get doxed because you didn't like the toilet paper brand they were using? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Get a fucking life, because obviously you don't have one.
And found out she's a registered Republican. One of the most common things I saw about this were how, like, all the women getting mad about Sydney Sweeney were ugly, and I don't think that's true. There were some, like, pretty people in there. But it got onto this topic that I see all the time, and that is, why are liberal women so ugly? Leftists are ugly, conservatives are hot, which is not true, by the way. I was at January 6th, okay? But for the most part, stereotypes exist for a reason, right? Conservatives are, well, conservative with the way that they present themselves. They tend to follow norms and beauty standards, which is why, for example, the media called Hassan a, quote, progressive in a MAGA body. And how so many women on dating apps nowadays are looking for a man who votes Democrat but looks like a Republican. Everyone is aware of the stereotypes. And with leftists, you know the stereotype, like the overweight, blue hair, nose ring. They're not all ugly, of course, but many purposely make themselves look ugly. Because being ugly is saying f you to the man. Marcel Duchamp's art piece.
And then at the same time, they grow bitter because they're single. Like, you actively pursue the strategic plan of making yourself as undesirable as possible, and then it works. And you're frustrated. Because it works.
This fountain, which was literally just a urinal, was a f you to art institutions and classical ideas of beauty. Those f-ass ugly concrete block brutalist buildings are another example. Brutalism emerged after World War II as a post-war modernist style, in part created as a f you to the classical architecture celebrated by, drumroll, the Nazis. Now think of those concrete buildings and the urinal and apply it to broader society. Basically, the blue hair and nose ring is a f you to...
Okay, the blue hair, I'm a bit on the fence of that when it comes to the blue hair.
Well, Sydney Sweeney. Hitler existed, so now everything has to be fat and ugly. Sorry. I don't know why so many on the left want to give the concept of beauty and health to the right, but it is not a winning strategy. Listen, I just want everyone's basic needs met, alright? I don't want people going in debt if they get into a car accident, or be homeless, or get sent to foreign wars. I didn't sign up for this stupid shit. It is funny though how like every time Sydney Sweeney is on camera, there's like a right-wing article like, Woke is dead. Wokeness is no match for Sydney Sweeney's undeniable beauty.
Oh,
Are Sydney
God, that is
Sweeney's
cringe.
breasts double D harbingers of the...
What are Sydney Sweeney's breasts double D harbingers of the death of... Oh my...
death of woke. Was that girl right about conservatives being boob guys? She might have been right after all. Honestly, this doesn't really make sense because, like, the left are the ones trying to normalize porn and, like, OnlyFans culture and stuff like that. If anything, there is too much boobs everywhere. We need to calm down a bit. But when it comes to Sydney's, like, classical bombshell beauty, like, I kind of get where they're coming from. Sydney Sweeney is a hot white woman who does not mind catering to the male gaze after we had a decade of hearing about how the male gaze is bad and toxic. A decade of hearing about how white people are bad and toxic. A decade of ugly, angry, fat androgyny seeping its way into everything and anything.
What the
when
fuck
people
is
say
that?
Sydney Sweeney is anti-woke, I don't even think they mean politically. I think they just mean like Sydney Sweeney is like looking into a time portal back to 1992, a time when porn addiction wasn't such a big issue. Every woman didn't show her hole online for $5. Hookup apps didn't exist. It's like a bunch of millennials and zoomers are longing for a time they never experienced. But yes, this is a cultural shift, but not necessarily a conservative one. Just a return to like normalcy, a return to normal Americana consumerism. In 2065, conservatives are going to be like posting people twerking like, return! These same TikTok freaks who are attacking Sydney Sweeney have been sounding the alarm about this cultural shift for some time now. And we see a bunch of celebrities embracing like looking normal and healthy again. Like Demi Lovato is a perfect example of this. She was an obese, short hair.
Now is that the female gaze, ladies and gentlemen? Is that the perfect body standard for a woman, according to you leftists? Is that how the peak woman looks? Because that's body positivity, right? Head clean shaven off almost, and overweight and rings and stuff. Is that how the perfect woman looks like to you?
Walking stereotype, crying about a frozen yogurt place, daring to sell sugar-free frozen yogurt.
I walked in, was so triggered that I left without froyo.
To now being...
We gotta make a video about that, of course, right? Because a frozen yogurt place did a bad thing.
Skinny and healthy and married, and even making a TikTok dancing happily in that same frozen yogurt place.
The singer returning to the scene of the crime Wednesday, poking fun at herself on her social.
That's part of the reason these people are freaking out and saying like fascist aesthetics, because they know the chokehold they have had on culture is losing its grip. Inshallah. Once Sam Smith goes back to being normal, that's when I know the culture is healing. Thankfully, American Eagle did not bend the knee and did not apologize to the horde. In fact, they doubled down. Sydney Sweeney has great genes, is and always was about the genes. Her genes, her story. Wait a minute. Her genes, her story. HH.
Oh no. He's back, boys. He's back. He's back. Daddy Adolf is back.
Uh-oh. Now, I can sit here and say the obvious, like, these corporations just want to pander to you, they just want to sell you like, yeah, obviously. But have you considered, it's good when corporations pander to me, personally? I just realized so much of American political discourse is, like, around f***ing corporations.
That's like the 101 of, like, economics. If you want to sell product, make sure you offer product that your customers want or would enjoy. If you're gonna offer products that they don't want, they're not gonna buy it. And if you keep doing that over and over, you're gonna go out of business. You don't need to go to college to understand that. That's just common sense.
Ads. The Gillette commercial, Bud Light, Protein World. There are so many examples. Like, it's just crazy how so much of our politics revolves around consuming things. I will buy blue team product. I will buy red team product. Bleak. In conclusion, we are tired of ugly. There's hot people in ads again. The white woman is back, baby. Let's go. 500 trillion more to Israel. Nobody can afford a fucking house. World is run by pedophiles. But woke is dead, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hell
That's all that matters,
so if you like
right?
this video, please subscribe and maybe donate to me on Patreon. Link down below. All Patreon members get the uncensored version of every single video a day early. So you get to hear all the fucks and shits uncensored. If you can't or don't want to do that, there's also a little tip jar down below. You can leave a little tip and I will give it a little heart. It helps the channel out and I appreciate it so much. Also, big shout out to Holtzkern again for sponsoring this video. Check them out, link down below. And I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!
Good God, this was a long video, 1 hour and 10 minutes almost. Well, that was mainly my fault.
Sydney
Sweeney. Wait.
Registered Republican has the hottest ad out there.
I cannot do it.
Wait, no, let's finish the whole thing. It's for American Eagle and the jeans are flying off the shelf. Oh, the other side of the ledger. Jaguar did a stupid and seriously woke advertisement that is a disaster. That is true. The CEO just resigned. The company's in turmoil. Shouldn't they have learned a lesson from Bud Light, which went woke and essentially destroyed in a short but very woke campaign? The company. The market cap destruction has been unprecedented, billions of dollars lost, or just look at woke singer Taylor Swift. Ever since I alerted the world as to what she was by saying on truth that I can't stand her. Bro, Trump is one of a kind. Whether that's good or bad, you can decide for yourself, but Trump is, he is absolutely one of a kind. He is such a fucking character. It's amazing. I just love how absurd he is. It's never boring with him. In the good way and in a bad way. Yes, that's gotta be it for this video. Jesus. Longest video I've made so far on this channel. If you somehow managed to watch it from beginning to end, you are a soldier and a weirdo, but I am very thankful for that. Yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bit different than what I normally do, like I said. But I hope you still enjoyed it. If you have other videos you want me to watch from Shoe or from anyone else in general, you can let me know down in the comments. If you have thoughts on this video, on this topic, let me know. And we can have a bit of a chat in the comments. I hope you guys will have a great day, and I hope I will see all of you in the next video. Have a good one and take care. Bye.